Welcome back, you guys. If you are new around here, make sure to subscribe. We're finally back from the land, which means I'm going to teach you guys once again how to make all the way up to 1 million coins and how to stay there and keep making more. If you're new around here, make sure to subscribe. We're doing a giveaway at 12k subscribers. We're only 100 off right now, and it's £200 worth of FIFA points. So make sure to go drop a sub and let's get into it. So if you guys are sick of losing at FIFA because your team isn't good enough or you're not good enough at the game, then right now you need to head over to skycoach.gg. Not only can they coach you in your weekend league or play your games for you, you can buy any amount of coins you want, and all of the services get 10% off right now with the code PRORECALL. Go check them out below. Make sure to click the link in the description and let's get into it. So you've got maybe 500k and you want to get up to a mil, or you're sat on a mil and you want to double it. That's what we're going to be doing today. We're looking at some higher budget filters. If you do need to make yourselves the coins to get up to these realms, go check out my 1 to 100k video. That's going to get you on the right track, or the 0 to 500 once again will get you on the right track. So if you are on 500k, you don't really want to spend more than 10% of your overall coin balance per trade. So for this one here, we're looking at this filter. So obviously you've got Team of the Year, Honourable Mentions and France. So if you look on Footbin, Fakir goes to as low as 35k, and then the likes of Magnan goes as low as 11k. So you've got a bigger chance of getting a better snipe on Magnan, but both of them will come up for around the 50 mark. Both of them are sat around 55 at the moment. So after EA tax, obviously, let's say the EA tax is going to be, it's around 2,750 as kind of a rough estimate on that one. If we go down again, you can see how many cards are on the market. It is realistically the best way to do this, I would say, is go down to 50, because at that point you're making 2.5k a snipe, round that, just a little bit under. I think it's like 2.3. So you're making a good profit per snipe. There's going to be some coming up. You saw as we were searching into this filter, there were, oh, we've missed one there. You can see them coming up as you go in. We've missed one pretty early on, but that doesn't mean that you can't get them. It is just poor from me. With this transfer market, remember, you need to click A as you go in order to do your snipe. Now we did miss that one there. That was unfortunate. We got 48. That would have been about a 5k profit. We've got a Magnan there for 50 that we just missed. So you can see these ones are easy to build that profit up. When you're on 500k and you do maybe 10, 50, 15 of these, I mean 10 of these is going to get you 25k. At that point, you're going to have, that one would have been like a 7k snipe. You can see where I'm going with this one. Very, very good filter to make a ton of coins right now. We've missed a few. I mean, that one you literally saw me snipe. So I don't know how we've missed that one. I feel like we can definitely get one here. You just need to click A, as I've said before, with this transfer market on the left of your squad screen. So you go to the left, Honourable Mentions, France, and you need to search, and you need to click A as the search goes in. So that's how you're going to get your snipes a little bit quicker. If you didn't know that already, don't worry guys, I've just dropped a gem on you. All you got to drop back is a sub. Now bear in mind, obviously the old transfer market is coming back. I'm probably going to stick to using this one. I do really like this one. There are benefits to both, but you've got a better chance of doing compare price on the other one. So you've got options now, and we're going to move on to the next filter. So you've made yourself from 500 to 700k. You want to push the budget up here. We got Honourable Mentions, Centre Mid, Liga Santander. This one here, if you do it at 185, you're going to make 5k a snipe. Now I would advise going down to 180. You're going to make 10k a snipe, selling them at 200. It's Pedri mostly coming up. Now Valverde can come up on this filter. Obviously, I'm aware it's very unlikely Valverde is going to be listed as low as 185k, but his minimum is 130. It's very easy that someone will try and list him for maybe a mil and actually list him for 100k. It will go up for 130k. So you've got the option there if you are lucky enough to find one. Now obviously it is a bit of luck. Sometimes it is a little bit difficult to find these players, and obviously Valverde coming up is a 1 in a million, but Pedri isn't. You know, you're really only asking for a little bit under his buy now here. We've just missed one there. We've absolutely just missed one. I don't know how good snipe that was, but you saw we missed one there. You need to be clicking A as you come in. I've said this a million times. I probably need to sit down, have a word with myself, because I clearly am not listening to my own advice. But that one would have made us a ton. We'll move on to the next one. I don't want to be too upset about that terrible sniping ability. Sticking with the Honourable Mentions here, we're going with left back. Once again, you've gone from 50k per card, then you've gone up to maybe 200k per card. Now we're going up to 300k per card. If you're on maybe 900k, this is the filter for you. If you're only on 300, you're more than welcome to do this, but you're going to have to sell on your player before sniping again, and that's the only reason it might slow you down a bit. But for this one, we've got Cancelo, whose minimum is 50k. We've got Davies, whose minimum is 60k. I think it's 10k more. Now Davies right now is available around 310. I think that's what we're kind of sitting at right now. Maybe a little bit more, maybe a little bit less, sorry. 310, 309. You can see there's a fruit of 309, and they're kind of just sat. Now, EA tax at 30k, 300k is going to be 15k, which means realistically for profit on this one, you kind of want to go down at least to there. I'd maybe even say 286, but we'll go 290. You're looking at a few, I think that's like a 5 or 6k profit there. You probably want to go down a little bit further if you're doing this just for profit. Obviously, I need to show you guys a snipe, or we need to find one in order for you guys to see how good the filter is. So obviously that's why we got a little bit higher, so I can do this in a little bit of a quicker amount of time. Obviously, when I'm doing the filters, I'm on a timer. You guys whenever will be. So you've got a bit of a more ability to sit there and grind through and make those coins. But hopefully, this filter gives us what we want, but we didn't get from Pedri, which is a snipe. Obviously, Magnan, Fakir, a ton came up, but I was fumbling the bag there. Pedri, one came up, which I just have a feeling that would have been like a 20-30k profit. I know the ones we miss are always the better ones available. So hopefully we can kind of make up for it and actually manage to get a snipe on this one. So we've seen one come up at 300, which is a little bit annoying, but you can see people are listing them. I'm hoping that someone is going to be silly enough to list one at 290. So we've seen one at 300, 10k below, and we're good to go. Obviously, on a 300k card, that's not a huge ask. We're praying that someone could just list one so I can move on to the next filter, but hopefully we'll do a 10 count. That usually somehow works. So 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now moving on to one that might be a little bit easier, we got honorable mention in Premier League. This one is the Bukayo Saka filter, and I can't lie, out of all the ones that I'd like to pack just to use in my team, it would be Bukayo Saka. Now, I don't want to spend coins on anyone at the minute. I've had some unbelievable pack luck, but if there's anyone I can have, it'd be this guy. And for this one, you're going to be looking at a similar profit margin. I mean, per snipe, you want realistically making about 12k. His EA tax is going to be 12k, 12,050. So you want to try and make a similar amount. So if you go down to about here, you're making about 8k coins per card. Not brilliant, but not bad at all. It is very easy for a player like Saka to go under. I'd say with Davies, there is more awareness that he is going to be a high value card. I think people will, with a 300k value, it's almost, you know, human psychology. If someone's about 300k, you're going to list them at 300k. If they're, you know, 290, you might list them at 280. But when they're 300, people are pretty dead set on that 300 number. Because he's 250, it's going to be very easy to get someone to just simply list them at 230 to get him gone quicker. So you've got the ability to get him on this filter. You've also on this filter got the ability to get, you do have Koulibaly who does have a low end of the scale minimum buy now. You've got Kane who goes for as low as 65. To be honest, you can get this filter narrowed down a bit more and put English, but why would you? Obviously Koulibaly might not necessarily come up, but you've got the ability to get him on this, and realistically at 230k, there's also the chance of getting Harry Kane, who, if you do get, would be interestingly ironic to be the Spurs and Arsenal filter instead of the Saka filter. I didn't actually notice he was on this filter initially, so a little bit of a brain fart from me, but it's also a win for you guys that you've got more players on this filter. Now bear in mind, I'm not sniping at the best time. Obviously it's around, it's about 7:30 now. Realistically, the video's going up quite soon anyway, but I think it's just honorable mentions are a bit harder to pack. They are going to come up a little bit rarer. You are going to find yourself it easier on the lower end of the scale. So that's why with the French Team of the Year honorable mentions, they are coming up a lot more. But the thing is, the profit is a lot higher on this end of the scale. So you've just got to think, what do you want more? Higher profit or higher amount of cards with lower profit? And you can make that decision yourselves. Try out all the filters because they will work differently at different times. I would say that honorable mentions are a very tricky bunch. I mean, there is a few other filters you can make out of them, but it is quite difficult with the selection of players we've been given. However, another filter that's been slightly boosted right now is the Gold Team of the Week, Premier League and Manchester City. You've now got another Mahrez card available around the 40k mark, so not far off of what all informs really are sat at the minute. As you can see, Akanji's soared up in price. He's usable and he's usable in SBCs, which means he's just going to increase in price. Now, for those of you who have already hit a mil through the other filters in the video, it doesn't matter because this one is absolutely class and it's still going to make you an absolute ton of coins. So Gold Team of the Week, Prem, Man City. If you've got a mil, you can literally buy 40 of these, and the profit per card, I mean, if you get a 2k profit per card, I can't work that out, but you know that's going to definitely get you to the near 100k, next 100k, so you're absolutely chilling. With this one, I'd say the EA tax is about 1.4k. You realistically, is it, what are they going for, 28, 27 there, 28? They're 28 for the sell-on, arguably 29. EA tax on that is about 1.5, so you want to go down by at least 2. Probably a little bit further, so you're making about 700 coins per snipe here. Now realistically, if you just put it to 26,500, you're making a K per snipe. You can do it that way. If you want to go for 700, there's a chance you'll pick up maybe 1 or 2 more coin cards in a smaller amount of time. We just missed one straight away, which is a good sign. I'd rather miss one straight away than miss one 5 minutes in. We've missed a second one straight away. Not great, but we're going to try and see if we can get the next one, because these guys are coming up a little bit quicker than I was expecting. We've been bamboozled a bit there, but I'm hoping we can grab this next one if another one comes up quickly. It's a bit gutting that it's came up quickly and we've just missed them both. That is kind of a pro recoil L right now, but I'm hoping we can turn it into a pro recoil dub. That is always the aim. We'll do a 10 count because I've given you the 5 filters you need to make an absolute ton of coins, and we are going to be bringing some... We've not missed another one. Oh, we missed a 26 as well. Right, we're going to have to call it a day there. Make sure to subscribe in order for us to get to 12k for you guys to get your giveaway. Obviously, it's been a little bit of a quicker video today, but I hope you guys have enjoyed. Make sure to go out there and get your coins, and there will be some cheaper budget methods over the coming days. I'll see you tomorrow.